Okay.
Rolling for initiative. If I can't get
Oh,
to my dice, da 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 da.
I haven't broke these bad boys out in a while.
Right?
Yeah, with your bonuses, without your bonuses.
Didn't you break them out last week?
I got a 12.
I
You got a 12.
I got a 14
the
plus
wrong
7,
dice.
so
Where are my
21.
dice?
Hey,
21.
quit.
Ah, there's the dice.
30, 21.
All
Boss
right,
lady,
so
now
you
I
got a
have to
dirty
re-roll.
21. So you and Bubba have to roll again.
I got a dirty 20.
Did you say a dirty 20 or a dirty 22?
20.
A dirty 20.
Yo, same. I got a dirty 20. I got 15
All right, so
plus
both
5.
of you have to re-roll.
I got another dirty 21. Another 14.
Goodness gracious! How do you back to back 21 it?
I got a 16 for my second.
I
So
back
did
to back
I.
it because I have a plus 7
No.
initiative.
No way you didn't. Myro, you got a 17?
No, 16. We both got 16.
16. Okay, and then you both got 16. All right,
Yeah,
so you
they
both have
both
to
we're
roll
get
adding-
back
again.
to back match.
You got a
That's flat
dirty
roll, right?
14.
That's flat roll, right?
No, with initiative.
No, these are applying your. You apply normally. Their
And I
initiative
got
roll.
21.
Oh, so the 16 was a 21?
No, it becomes a 21 with my plus 5.
He got a dirty.
So you got a dirty 21.
Yes, dirty 21.
Okay, and Myra got a dirty 16.
Yeah, sure.
No, she didn't.
I am so
Come on,
confused.
She got a 16. Add your modifier, Myra.
Add it.
No, my modifier is a +1, but that was with my multiplier.
Okay.
Markiplier?
Mark-
I'm not even
Markiplier?
close.
What? Where's Markiplier?
No.
Was that the bite of 87?
Oh gosh,
Oh God.
son of a gun. Is that a Pikachu?
Lucky move.
Pikachu.
No.
All right, so
it's
DJ then got a dirty 21 on his second roll. Myra got a dirty 16. Correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, cool, awesome. Thank you very much. Sir, Clay in wonderful Clay style. I got to a 7, and my initiative is -1, so 6.
But I thought Timothy's out.
It's okay. He still applies. Okay, he's my stat sheet.
He's not irrelevant, okay?
Yeah, remember he's wandering around the towns singing your great deeds, and his horrific reactions to them.
I should have asked him to teach me something about bards.
He
You're
might.
singing
You're too busy with John, okay? You're too busy
Yeah, we
with
were
John.
too
He's
busy with
singing
John.
Kylo's lullaby to make everybody fall asleep.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He snuck into our rooms and sang to us. That's why we were asleep for a month.
I just want to learn. I just want to learn.
That would
block-
have been fantastic. Let's see. All right, so let me just get all
The
of
whole
this.
town was asleep for a month. Timothy walks up. Oh, y'all are finally awake.
Everyone wakes up. Yeah, so Timothy came through, but you guys didn't wake up, so he just went on about the rest of his day.
Orgies.
All right.
He would do that too.
He would.
He would.
All right, so we have Bubba with the double 21s, Boss Lady with the 21 and 13, we got TJ and Myra, Quinn, and then Cray, which who knows what I'll do on my turn. But yeah, so in that case, we'll start things off with Sir Roderick, who is waking up again in his room, only this time there's not much chatter coming from outside. It seems rather quiet. What would you like to do?
Interesting. I will make sure I'm ready for the day and go downstairs.
All right. And how does going about making sure you're ready for the day? What is that?
Making sure I look presentable to the public.
All right. So we're walking over to the mirror. We're kind of adjusting whatever gear we're wearing, right?
Yeah.
Putting on gear maybe we don't have on. You exit your room and go ahead and roll for perception.
Perception. It's a +9. With a 19, 27.
You are extremely
Not 28,
observant,
but still.
and you notice that the Salty Spittoon's main floor is completely empty outside of one gremlin who's mopping the floors.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me what time it is?
I'm bad at reading, sir, but I believe it's morning.
Okay, thank you, sir. Doing
You're welcome.
you're doing a
Watch your
great
step
job over
in
there.
the well over there.
I see that.
Yeah. They don't like this quick dry stuff. Did we wake you last night?
No, sir. You did not.
That's good. There was some big thumps and thuds. We weren't sure what was happening, but it's all sorted, I think.
Some thumps and thuds?
If you didn't hear them, I wouldn't worry too much. Might have been coming from the room underneath you. I don't know.
Okay, interesting.
Yep. All
You're
right.
doing a great job.
Back to doing what I'm doing.
Yup.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to go sit at the bar.
Sounds good. You go take a seat over at the bar, and Tom does come out.
Yes.
And he greets you. Well, how are you, good sir? I hope we didn't wake you in the middle of the night.
No, sir.
That's good. That's good. We had an unexpected guest, but we took care of him swiftly and quietly, and no harm done. No, nothing was taken. Nothing like that. So, what can I get going for you this fine morning?
Well, I was wondering if you had any ideas on where I could go to get some new gear.
Well, I mean, you know the places that are here. You got the armor shop, you got the weapons, Willie's Whacker and more, such like that. Shiite shop, you never know what you're gonna find there. You might find something crazy,
Well, that's right. You
but
said something yesterday about new delivery today.
yeah, they's getting that. I think it came in yesterday though, so they might be sorting through it and stuff. Might be a good time to go. You might find yourself a good deal.
I think I might go do that then.
There you go. You got some coin?
Yes, sir.
Hey, there you go. You know how to do it. What can I get for you though? You hungry, or you gonna head on out first thing?
Do you got any just like regular carrots?
Yeah, I got some regular carrots. I stocked a lot of them for juicing. So I can go get you a couple just plain old ones. You want them washed?
Sure.
All right, I'll go grab a couple for you. And he walks off back into the kitchen. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, not right now.
Sounds good. In that case, we will turn towards Boss Lady, who is feverishly typing away at D&D Beyond, who wakes up in her room to relatively no sounds as compared to the previous day where there was a lot. What would you like to do?
Where can I find a fillable character sheet?
I can send you one.
Can you send me one, please? Because I forgot to distribute my stats. Anywho, I would like to wake up and get dressed.
All right. Make sure it's the right one.
How do you edit your stat sheet?
If you're in D&D Beyond, you can adjust it there. If
Yeah.
not, I can send you through Discord basically like an empty character sheet, and then you could readjust and reapply.
Yeah, you can
Never
Wait,
mind.
if you have D&D Beyond open, you can also go down to the bottom of like your manage button. If you hit once you hit manage and go to export to
Oh.
PDF, it'll pop up as an actual character sheet.
Okay.
All right, so you get yourself dressed, you get yourself ready, and what would you like to do now that you're ready for the day?
I suppose I will go downstairs. I'm gonna bypass calling my peeps.
Sound good. So you go ahead and open your door. Go ahead and roll for perception.
9.
9?
No.
Okay. So you're able to see with relative ease. There's nobody else really. So Roderick has made his way to the bar and is sitting there, and Tom is working his way back into the kitchen. It sounds like he's off to go get some carrots.
I would like to sit next to Sir Roderick.
Is the floor still wet?
Ooh. The floor is still wet. So as you come down the stairs, go ahead and roll a d20. I think she got a 1.
I got 1.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm sorry. It was just a detail that was said.
So as you you come down off of that last step there, before anybody can notice that you're about to step on this wet, slippery area, you step, your foot whoosh comes off, and you actually hit the back of your head on the stair,
Ooh,
and it kind of knocks you unconscious
okay.
for a few seconds there. So Roderick, you do hear this thud behind you, and it does startle you, and you do turn around and see the aftermath of the slip. And you do notice, straight out of the gate, she doesn't look like she's moving.
I guess I'll quickly head over there.
All right. So you arrive at her body. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Try to put something soft under her head.
All right. What do you got that's soft?
Not
the waffle.
I don't have any waffles right now in my hands.
Y'all are bullies.
Listen, it was a monumentous time, okay?
I know, I get it. I'm laughing.
It's good.
It's called satire, or is it? You'll never know. I'm gonna go cry.
All right, Bubba. So what are you putting that is soft underneath her head?
I'd like to take out my bedroll from my bag and put it under her head, rolled up still.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, as he goes to do this, you do start to regain your consciousness. You blink a little bit, and as you're waking up, you think that the person in front of you is your Prince Charming.
Timothy?
No, Timothy left a long time ago. Sir Roderick, you okay?
I looked around confused and I blinked a few times and I was like, no, I'm not okay.
You took a nasty spill there. Tom, I think you need some wet floor signs.
Tom, I'm gonna sue you.
Did that gremlin not put a sign out by there?
Nah.
He's new to the wiping of the floor.
He
wanted
warned
to
me.
do dry stuff. I told him this is the only way to do it.
He warned me as I walked down, but unfortunately Miss Nova didn't have the same luck.
Do something for 1,000 gold. I'm taking you to court, Tom.
Whoa! What you doing? No, man, I'm giving you free passage. Do y'all see that gremlin? Sue the gremlin.
Who's a gremlin?
Roll for investigation if either of you want to look for this gremlin.
Investigation?
Yeah, investigation.
I got 13.
I got an 18.
Okay. All right. So interestingly enough, both of you do actually take a glance over, and you do notice that the gremlin is over on the other side of the floor sweeping, and he kind of looks like he's trying to not look over in your direction.
I'd like to look back at Nova and be like, I don't know if he has much gold.
He probably doesn't have much gold. But I can still sue Tom because he was supposed to properly train the man.
Ma'am, he works independently. You can't sue me.
You're telling me he's on a W-2? What kind of place are you running, Tom?
I don't know what a W-2 is.
What is
I
a
just made a
W-2?
verbal agreement and put a mop in his hand. He
What is a
accepted all
W-2? I'm
responsibilities after that.
confused.
He's a 1090 employee.
I don't know what that is. What's a 1090? I don't know these numbers and this witchcraft you're talking about. Listen, just get up. As long as you ain't got a big bump on your head, you'll be just fine.
I'd like to do an investigation check on her head and see if she has a
copies
bump.
on me. Anything else?
Can I do an investigation check on her head?
Yes.
15.
15. You do actually notice that there is no bump currently.
I think you're good.
Thank goodness.
Now, as all this is happening, TJ, you wake up, or you're already up, but you're in your room, and you hear a little bit of commotion, and you hear the word Sue. What would you like to do?
I wonder why they're calling a lady named Sue. Can I teleport out to the main room and just be like, who's Sue?
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, we need you to implement a law to make sure these people are properly trained in these places. I nearly died.
Nova, calm down.
I forgot he was the mayor. Doesn't it take a lot of money to import a law? I don't think I have the money to do
No,
that.
you wave your magical mirror hand and you fix stuff very quickly.
Please tell me TJ landed on a dry spot.
Evan literally tries to like wave his hand and fix like a railing or something.
He did land on a
Didn't
dry
work.
spot.
I was
Because
gonna
when
say,
he
could he just
teleports,
be
he doesn't have any
teleported away?
momentum.
He'll kill naturally. Stay away from the wet
Well, if
spot.
he landed on a wet spot, he would have teleported away because he's an Enderman.
That too,
Yeah,
but also
true.
when he teleports, he doesn't have momentum. It just kind of puts him there. So
It didn't work.
Well, we will just have to take you to your office and make it work.
I feel threatened. He like teleports on top of a chandelier.
all right. Well, as this is happening, Myra or Enix awakes. And what would you like to do after hearing tidbits of a very interesting conversation outside? First, you hear Sue, and then you hear something about you got to do something about this mayor, and this information does intrigue you a little bit.
Peek out of and see what's going on.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll a perception.
Okay, I got a 15.
All right. So as you peek out to see what is going on, you see that the Harangon, Sir Roderick, is kneeling down next to Nova, who seems to be lying on the ground, and then up on top of one of the chandeliers on the main floor is Evan, the Enderling. You do notice at the far end a small gremlin that really seems to be putting as much distance between him and the Nova as possible and trying not to look that way at all. What would you like to do?
I would just like to shake my head at these characters and be like, And I head down the stairs.
All right. So as you head down the stairs, we're going to go ahead and roll a flat d20.
I got a 16.
All right, a 16. Before I explain what happens, Sir Roderick and Nova, is there anything that you would like to do? Actually, you guys roll for perception to see if you notice her coming down the stairs.
Perception.
I got a 2 on my.
Yeah, Nova's
I got
out cold.
15.
Practically 15. All right, so you, Sir Roderick, you do notice that she is coming down the stairs. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
I'd like to, I guess, try to move Nova just enough to where there's enough room for Enix to walk down the stairs.
All right. So you are able to move her decently out of the way. And I will say, Enix, as Sir Roderick is moving Nova out of the way, you are actually able to notice a wet spot right where you're about to step. And this actually allows you to control how you're stepping down, and you actually don't slip, and you're able to walk through it without any big problems. But with the understanding that had you not seen that, you might have ended up just like Nova.
If anybody's seen Cue McClintock when they're trying to walk up the stairs, fall backwards 30 times.
McClintock.
What? Quinn's what?
I said,
What?
cue the
Oh.
scene from McClintock when they're trying to walk up the stairs and fall backwards 30 times.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Right there.
Sounds amazing, though. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Miss Myra?
I would just like to have a seat at the bar.
All right. Well, as you take a seat at the bar, Tom does come out from the kitchen with a couple carrots in his hand. He doesn't have them on a plate or anything. He's just kind of holding them by the green end and greets you with a very happy and very pleasant, well, good morning, ma'am. I hope we weren't too loud last night. We had a couple things happen, very quickly dealt with, but I got these carrots for that gentleman over there who's very politely helping with my potential sewer, and I gotta try and figure out how quickly I can come up with some type of a contract. But how's your morning going?
So far, okay. I haven't ended up.
Yeah, that's always good. What you looking to get into today?
I was just gonna see what these guys are up to and try to tag along.
Well, I'd say watch your step. You never know what's going to happen with these, but they're a good lot to stick around. That one boy, I didn't see him come back last night, so I don't know if y'all might want to check in on him or anything. You got a way to do that?
You're telling me, Tom, Clav didn't check back in yesterday?
No, when y'all went to bed. I was up for a good while after. I never seen him, especially when dealing with all the riffraff that came in last night. I didn't see him one time.
He has a cursed sword, and that's my biggest worry.
Oh, well,
Wait,
you didn't know about the curse sword?
no, I did not.
That's fine. I didn't know about the curse sword either.
You've heard him talk about John, right?
We are in shock together.
Tom, you heard him talk about John, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he calls the sword.
Wait,
Oh.
John's cursed?
Why Tom? Or why John of all things?
That's a Clav thing.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll have to ask him.
This is coming from the person who like almost died multiple times.
Boy, what are you doing up on my chandelier?
I felt threatened. She said
By
she was
who?
gonna make it
You're
work.
the mayor.
Nova.
Why you feel
Oh, I
threatened by your
understand
party
that.
members?
Never mind. You can stay up there if you feel threatened by her. Is she awake?
I think so.
I don't
She
know.
was yelling at you.
I know. I'm trying to see if she fell back asleep. Maybe I can schmooze her a little.
She rolled dice.
You rolled a 20?
Yep.
Oh, so you're wide awake and you heard all of that.
What?
I said nothing, ma'am. I hope you're feeling better.
I'm feeling better now. Where's that coffee, Tom?
I got it right here. I got it right here. And he quickly scurries it back into the kitchen. He comes out with a big old pot, couple mugs that look like they're very hurriedly washed and wiped down. One of them got a couple sud bubbles popping out of it. It's right here, ma'am. You're going to have to come get it over here. I can't bring it to you.
Where's that lovely little gremlin from yesterday?
Oh, I think he went up in your room to clean
Oh
it.
God.
In my room.
Well, we got to keep him clean somehow.
In the middle of the night, though?
No, I think I just saw him go up the stairs.
It's like
Oh.
No, yeah, no. We don't send him up in the middle of the night. That's creepy.
Yeah, that is
No,
creepy.
You're
listen.
thinking of the other tavern.
Yeah, you're thinking of the tavern down the road.
Wait, there's another tavern here, Tom?
You don't want to go to that tavern, trust me.
We don't talk about
You remember that guy sitting in the corner? He owns that tavern.
Wait, so he doesn't even go to his own tavern? He sticks around here?
No, don't you know you don't go to your own...
Dingleberg.
Drama.
Why would you
Yeah.
enjoy a place where you work?
It's not that he don't enjoy it. He's got a scope competition. We have an agreement. Look, there's a lot of things go a lot deeper than I can explain right now. We can take all day if you want to sit here and talk about this.
I gotta go to the Shite shop.
I tried to get a job at his place. It didn't work.
Good. I can see why he didn't hire you. No offense.
Are you
But
gonna
yeah,
take
no,
that, Mr. Mayor?
he probably if you saw him go up the stairs, he'd probably just cleaning and straightening some things up. They don't mess with your stuff. They just clean up, make sure there ain't no loose hay or dirt or anything on the ground. Stuff like that.
Hey.
I mean,
Hay is
if
for
you want
horses.
hay, we can bring hay into your room, ma'am.
No, thank you.
You sure? The way you said hay kind of made me think differently. So I just wanted to verify.
I'm good with the hay, yeah. No.
No hay?
I would like to try to help Nova up to her feet.
All right. Go ahead and do a strength check.
Do. My strength is +3. That is a total of 9.
Good gosh. So, boss lady, make a strength check. 9.
38.
Dirty 8.
38. I'm gonna have to change
So, in your attempt to help Nova up, unfortunately, the front half of your right foot is in the wet spot, and you slip, and the weight that you're trying to lift from Nova actually pulls you down, and you hit your forehead on the same stair that Nova hit her head on. You don't knock yourself out, but you definitely can feel a bump developing.
Oh, ow.
Mr. Mayor, we need this law to be enacted now.
Oh my lord, I'm gonna have to get one of them gremlins to go clean this up as soon as possible.
It's fine,
I'm
Tom.
so sorry, Mr. Roderick.
The
Do
reason why it's still...
You want your carrots now or later?
I'll be there in just a
Boss, what do you
second. I'm
mean
gonna help
done?
her up. But it's fine. The reason why it's still wet is because she was laying on top of it. Air would
Wait,
have
you
dried
want
it
me
up
to
by
make
now.
it to where you can sue my boss? I still work for him.
No, he works for you now. You're the mayor.
I
I
didn't
work
think
for
Tom
him.
worked
He
for
still pays me.
anyone.
The Salty Spittoon is a unique and separate identity. I work for no one but myself. I'm just gonna put that out there. That does not mean that you can sue me and only me.
But you still need to abide by the local laws.
And what is the local law, ma'am? You're no local.
Ma'am.
Mr. Mayor, what is the local law?
I don't make it to where Tom can get sued and I don't lose my job.
TJ, roll for history.
Bro. Poor Evan, he's about to make the toughest decision of his life. Got a 17. Let me see what my stinking bonus is.
17 on history.
Plus 1. So
18. All right. So, Evan does not entirely remember what the exact rules or laws are, but whatever you are about to explain, you explain so well that it sounds like that is indeed the law. So tell us what the law is, TJ.
So you see, the law states that if you work for a tavern and you happen to be mayor, you cannot let people sue them.
Okay, but what about making sure people are properly trained so that way they don't potentially die in the tavern?
No, ma'am. You heard the man. You can't sue me. You can't sue me. You
Yeah,
heard
I'm
him.
sorry. That he's the
You-
mayor.
you
He
can-
knows the laws. I like to try
You
helping
can
her up
train the
again.
gremlins if you would like, Nova.
What do
You can
say?
you can train them if you would like. There's
I
no
don't
laws
know
that stop
anything
you from
about
training them.
tavern keeping, my guy.
I got a 22.
Man, I don't
It's kinda
believe this
hypocritical to be
situation is
upset that
about
somebody
tavern
doesn't know
keeping.
if you
I
don't
think this
know.
is just about the slipping and the watching out for the wet
I
spots.
got a dirty 22 trying
Nova.
to help her up again.
Yes.
Hey Nova,
Yes.
would you like me to take that gremlin and use him to...
Use him to what?
You cut out at the
You
wrong
cut
time,
out.
Myra.
I said, would you like me to take that gremlin and dry up the floor with him?
I don't think you can do that.
You would be so kind. Because apparently we can't be suing people in this place, so might as well.
Go ahead and roll a strength check, Myra.
Wouldn't that also be like athletics to run over to the stinking gremlin?
No.
Strength is +0, so I got a 10.
A 10. So interestingly enough, as you make this request and this statement to Nova, the gremlin that was mopping the floor is actually walking by you, which is what sparked that. And you actually grab him by the back of the neck, like the back of the clothes, by the scruff of his neck, and pick him off of the ground, and you walk him over to the wet spot and slam him into it and begin mopping him up, or mopping up the wet spot with him. And all you hear from him is, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then Tom, "Now, boy, you better learn. You got to make sure that everything's dry, especially them stairs. I can't do nothing about this. You brought this on yourself."
I got dirty 22 to help Boss Lady up.
Oh, wow. Dirty 22.
Yeah, I
I'm
got a
looking-
19 plus 3.
22.
Wow. Crazy. So this attempt to stand up, Boss Lady, and get yourself both up is successful, and you guys are now both standing on your feet. I will say, though, Sir Roderick, you do feel a tad little woozy due to the bump that is now forming onto your head, which, for those that are around, is becoming noticeable.
Can I take one of
You,
my healing potions?
Sure. Yeah, if you want to.
Got 7.
I think
of them.
Enix was going to say something.
I was just gonna say, you might want to get that looked at.
I was in town
Hey,
before. I didn't see a doctor anywhere.
You're starting to slur your words. That's never a good sign.
And I'd like to take out healing potion and take it.
All right. Well, we're gonna roll for athletics since you're slurring your words.
Athletics. All right. Nat 20 plus 6.
Wow, you know exactly where your healing potions are.
Got the nat 20 when I didn't need it.
Yep. So you do take a swig, you pull a health potion out, and go ahead and swig that. And while everybody is dealing with the wonderful, wonderful happenings, we'll slide all the way over to Left Wing Castle and Mr. Quinn, who is working himself down a very rickety staircase that doesn't really have a whole lot of light to it. So we'll start off with a roll for perception. From Quinn. If he's here.
Well, it's only 8:50.
It's only it's only 10 o'clock. He's okay. He should be awake. He probably just stepped out.
For the treasure section, should I put what I've looted?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll probably be the best place for it too.
Quinn versus the stairs be like,
That or just imagine standing at the top of face just
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
oh, is it not gonna play?
Uh-oh.
No, don't do that.
Oh snap. Secret door open. Quinn, if you're talking, you're muted. I don't know if you're here or not. Do, 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 do. Don't worry, Balsley did the same thing, TJ.
All right, let's go.
He said, "All right, let's go."
Let's find Quinn on the stairs asleep again.
Yep. Well, until he comes back, he's still on the staircase, working his way down.
Is he exhausted for not sleeping last night?
Not entirely surprisingly. His attentiveness level of the staircase has kept him kind of at a peak, so to speak. So his body doesn't realize how tired it is currently.
And he's not exactly outside to know what time of day it is.
No, he's not. So
It's all just
he doesn't know
dark.
how long he's been walking down these stairs. He just knows that he's been walking down these rickety stairs. Every now and again, he steps on a stair and it breaks, and he has to step back and then jump it.
Quinn, if
But
you
he's
don't
just-
know, just in case, you are muted.
We'll see. So once he comes back, it'll be his turn, unless he fell asleep early, in which case, it's a really long staircase. But okay, so I guess we'll. Yeah. Anywho, turning back towards the chaos that's happening at the Salty Spittoon, Tom does come over, and he does get kind of close to both Sir Roderick and Nova. He kind of crouches down and all right, now listen, you two. I do apologize for the wetness. I believe that suing could be in order here, but I just want to try man to woman and man, settle this like adults, and see if there's anything that I might be able to do to make sure that I keep my establishment going, even though we've made it clear you can't sue me. And also I keep my help because these gremlins, they do be doing good things and they have been a lot of help since they come in. So
Understandable.
is there anything we can do kind of to strike a deal?
Do you have
Understanding
any
that,
do you have any shite coins that you're willing to part with?
you know, I do have a small stash. I could let a few go.
We lost Miss Enix.
Yes. Miss Enix collapsed.
Square Enix.
There you go, she back.
Miss Nova has
Wrong
that
button.
sound. Some shite coins.
That sounds good to me. I don't know what
I
happens
heard
if
I heard they just replenished too.
several of them.
Some little birdie told me. Rock, little birdie.
You know, I was wondering where he was. I was enjoying the silence. All right, so I'll give you guys what four Shiite coins each.
Or shite
Sound good?
coins.
I'll take one.
Sure.
Yep. Well, you're not getting just one. You're getting four. All right.
Okay, yep.
But no suing.
Yep, no suing.
No suing me. No suing that poor gremlin that's getting his face buried into that
What even
floorboard.
happened to sue the gremlin? We don't know. We don't know what happened at all. What even happened?
Just know I'm gonna make sure that these guys are properly trained from now on because I know you're picky and you're gonna be all over that stuff. Plus, you're prone to slipping. Yep. Just happens.
She's clumsy.
Must be tough being an adventurer. All right. So, Bubba, is there anything that you'd like to do at this point?
I'd like to go. Are we at the bar currently?
You can. Yeah, you guys have. I mean, realistically, right now, you guys are over by the stairs.
All right.
You're just standing up. He came over, and so you guys are standing up together per se.
I'd like to head back to the bar and grab the carrots, and head off. And like, I'm heading to the shite shop. If anybody would like to go with me.
I would like to go.
All right.
Since I've come into some Shiite coins.
Okay. Enix, is there anything that you'd like to do?
Enix is gonna let this poor goblin go and tag along.
Okay. The gremlin just kind of just brushes himself off, and he's like,
Have we learned our lesson?
"Yeah."
Good.
Stay away from you. And he runs off. All right. So, are you headed off with them to the Shiite shop?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys start to work your way on out the door. Evan, is there anything that you would like to do at this point?
I would like to go looking for the mayor's office.
Okay.
So I guess I would like to leave. You need to leave.
All right. So actually, all of you start heading out the door. You guys grab what you need to. You grab your coffee and to just take the mug with you because you feel you're entitled to it. Evan, you head out there with them, and you guys start kind of heading in relatively the same direction. So as everybody walks outside, go ahead and make a perception check.
A second, I gotta get the dice. Yo, that's funny. What's my perception?
Good.
+1, so 21.
I got it. 18.
At 10 p.m.
Oh, he did. He did. Quinn, are you here?
I've been here.
Okay, well, I tried to have your turn, and you weren't. You were.
Oh, my
muted or
dad.
something.
My dad asked me to win ghosts, and I said, fine. And yeah,
Okay, got you. All right. So everyone that did their perception checks and got above a 10, 17. Myra had an 18, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay. Bubba, you got a.
Good talk.
Oh, I got a 19.
Good talk.
I said it, but I realized I muted.
Ah, got you. And TJ got a.
Good talk.
TD muted.
Good talk. Perfect. Awesome.
Oh, I
Quality.
just
I
realized
think
I'm
you got a
muted. I got a
21.
21 in total.
Tell me your
Sorry.
brothers without telling me your brothers. And you got a 21. Okay. So all of you, you notice that it is a gorgeous, gorgeous day. It is indeed morning. It's a little brisk. So it's not super hot or anything. Temperature is just right to be outside. You guys start working your way towards the Shiite shop, and Evan, you actually start walking towards the center of town since you really don't know where the mayor's office is. And as you're walking towards the center of town, everybody that passes you comes up and asks to shake your hand, and also thanks you so much for all that you've done since you've been in office.
Evan just kind of looks at them happily, smiling the whole way, shaking their hands. Because
Perfect.
he's used to the attention.
Awesome. All right. So with that, we slide back over to Quinn, who is still working his way down the very rickety staircase, and we're going to go ahead and start it off with a roll for perception.
dirty 19.
A dirty 19. Big numbers. So as you're working your way down your staircase, you finally come up on a rather old door, and you can still go further down the staircase, it seems, but this door seems to have something kind of calling to you, and as you get close, there is a number 4 that's engraved into the wooden beams that are holding it. What would you like to do?
Isn't 4 what the guy said I needed to go to?
Is it?
I think so. Can I roll like a history?
Yeah.
Where's my history at? That's a +1. I got a 10.
You got a 10?
Yeah.
So interestingly enough, you're not 100% sure whether or not it's the right place, but you've got a really strong feeling, and so you figure, what the heck, why not? And you go ahead and push forward. Now, when you first attempt to open this door, you are unsuccessful. It appears to have a small little latch, but when you hit the latch and go to push, the door doesn't actually open. It kind of goes pfft, pfft. So go ahead and roll for investigation.
Okay. What's the game? Oh, there it is. 15.
15 on investigation. So upon further investigation of this little latch, you do notice that there is a keyhole beneath it. And as you're clinking and trying to push with the latch, you're realizing that the latch isn't going all the way down. So there is a possibility that this door may need a key. What would you like to do?
Can you please repeat the last few sentences?
I was saying that you investigated the door little
Is
latch,
it-
and it appears that it may need a key. It has a keyhole underneath it, and that apparently is what's, in terms of what you think, holding you back from opening the door.
Um, it's a keyhole.
Yes, like a keyhole, like you would put a key into and
Uh.
turn it. That's what you're able to see.
Can I like push really hard on it, make sure it's not just unlocked? And
Okay.
it's really rusty because I mean I'm really far down.
So go ahead and roll for perception.
Like who goes into libraries? Oh, okay. I got a dirty 27.
A dirty 27 on strength. Holy crap! I
Wait,
forgot.
strength? Did you say
Yeah.
strength? I thought you said
Yeah.
perception.
No, strength check.
Oh,
You're trying to push the door, so it's a strength check.
Well then I guess I just apply the. Do you want me to
Yeah.
re-roll the dice? Okay.
No. Don't re-roll. Just apply strength.
Okay, then that's a dirty 22.
Hey, there you go. 22, still good. So instead of trying to work around or with the lock, your brain just goes to apply more force. And explain to me how you go about trying to apply that force to this door.
It's got a doorknob, right?
Yeah, it's got like a little latchy thing.
So I push the latchy thing down, and I go like I kind of like. Have you seen like those things like in games where you try to open a door, you try to like just swam it a bit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So
budge?
you kind of like you're taking like a half a step back and then coming into the door.
Just like yeah, just like.
Okay. All right. Interestingly enough, when you do this, you feel the latch doesn't go all the way down, but the door does open a little bit further.
Okay.
It's not anywhere near fully open or even cracked, but you can see that it has moved a little bit.
Means it's unlocked. Okay. So. Oh, I know. I'm overlooking something. I know what I'll do.
Okay.
I will use my. Not mistaken. Where's that? I will use my thieves' tools,
Okay.
and I will try to make sure the door is unlocked. And I'll lockpick the door.
Okay.
Because if the way you're describing it, it's like it's not. It's like you just pushed it. You're not actually open.
All right. So in that case, then you, instead of brute forcing it again, you take a step back and you pull out your thieves' tools and lay them on the ground. Mind you, there is a small candle nearby, so you do have some light. And pick out the needed tools. So go ahead and roll and apply your dexterity.
Okay. Next. I got a dirty 12.
A dirty 12. Okay. So you're able to, while you're fiddling, hear a rather decent sized. And when you go to hit the latch again, the latch still seems to be a little locked, but you know you definitely made it past at least one point. So go ahead and roll again for dexterity. Same thing.
I got a 30. 11.
Oh, a dirty 11. So this one takes you a little bit longer to fiddle around. You think you've got it a couple times, but you go and try the latch and it doesn't work. But you do finally hit the furthest back. You hear a second sound. And this time when you go to apply the latch, it does actually go all the way down, and you do feel that the door is now moving a little freer than what you had done when you brute forced it. Now, as you open this door, you are blasted with a very strong gust of wind. Not enough to back you to push you back or anything, since you're holding on to the door handle, but enough for you to get a very strong whiff of the mustiness and mold that is sitting inside of this room.
Makes sense. Who goes in the libraries nowadays?
Go
Like
ahead and make a roll for me and apply your medicine.
Okay. Dirty 17.
Oh, dirty 17. All right. So you actually avoid inhaling any of this dust into you, and once it all blows through, you actually notice that the latch on the other side seems to have been pushed back and off of the wall slightly, and you're able to realize that this was you due to your brute forcing, that you almost broke the lock off of the door.
Oops.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to start searching for the thing with no name.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll for perception.
Okay. 18.
All right. As you enter this room, your eyes are moving around very quickly to see if you can find or locate anything that might look like what you're looking for. The records of the kings of the fourth dynasty, and you overlook something as you're walking that quickly develops behind you. And go ahead and roll Constitution saving throw.
Mimic. Constitution. So is that just Constitution?
There should be a Constitution saving.
Ah, I found it. Okay. Fortunately, con, which is 2. I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Wow.
Getting high
All
rolls
right.
today. God.
Well, interestingly enough, you are actually able to, at the very last second, you are able to react and almost like it was a spidey sense, quickly do a little dodge and turn around, and you are presented with a dust devil. It is like a tornado, and it seems to have formed from all of the dust and debris that was kicked up from opening that door. So you are now in battle.
Oh, fun. Okay. So it's dust, huh?
It's dust. What would you
Well,
like to do?
wouldn't perhaps have a big vacuum, would I?
I don't know. You tell me. What's your inventory? Do you have something along that line?
I'm looking.
By the way, if anyone is wondering, this is what it looks like.
I want to actually see this.
I thought it was gonna be a hepatitis monster.
Oh God, that's much scarier than what I was thinking. What does this do? It's oh I should do that later. I should. I don't know. I mean, I want to attack it with a knife, but I know that won't do anything. Um, can I? I don't want to waste it on a dust devil though. No, that wouldn't be smart.
All right. So since
Uh,
you're contemplating many different paths, during your contemplation, the Dust Devil wastes no time and takes
I
a
had an
swipe
idea.
at you. So please make what is your armor class?
It is no idea. It's armor class 14.
Armor class 14. He attempts to swipe at you, but you are able to again quickly kind of just take one step back, just barely dodging the swipe, and you take no damage. Thankfully.
I have an idea.
Okay.
I have a water skin.
Okay.
I'm going to put as much of my cup of that hepatitis that I have
Okay.
inside that flask.
Okay.
I'm going to seal it, put it
Okay.
away.
Okay.
Then I'm going to take whatever's left over in my cup and I'm going to splash it on the dust devil, wetting
Okay.
it down and stopping it from being dust because dust hates water. Duh, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point here. So you're actually able to let's see, roll a d20 for me, just a flat d20.
13.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
What'd you get?
I said 13.
Oh, you must have cut out. I apologize. So a 13. So you're able to get a little over half of your hepatitis cup into your water skin before it kind of starts to overflow a little bit,
That's good enough.
and quickly seal that up. Are you throwing it back in your bag?
Back in the bag, back in the bag, back in the bag.
Throwing it back in the bag, and then you are. How exactly are you throwing the rest of this cup at this dust devil?
I'm gonna get a little closer so I make sure I don't like waste it. I'm gonna just like splash it like if I were trying to take a cup of meat and splash it in someone's face who
So kind of like a you're trying to like throw it at him.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and roll and apply strength.
Oh boy. I got 17.
A 17. All right. So go ahead and let's roll a d6, just a normal d6.
D6. I have no idea what that looks like.
It's literally just a normal dice.
Oh.
Yeah.
I may. Okay. I may have a problem. Out of all the dice I'm missing a D6.
It's okay. I can roll for you if you'd like.
Okay.
Do you trust me?
I trust you. I trust you. Roll for me.
Ooh! You got a 6. So you're half of a cup of hepatitis water. The dust devil begins to make another swipe at you, but in response to this swipe, you're actually able to throw the water directly on the arm of dust that comes after you. And there's a very, very distinct hiss and sizzle that is heard as the dust devil kind of reels back and you see parts of his arm begin to disintegrate and fall to the ground as they get saturated and can no longer spin and whirl in the manner they need to maintain their form. You have done 6 damage to this Dust Devil. He's very mad now, so the Dust Devil now will roll with advantage.
Oh, yippee. I'm gonna use that.
His eyes are yellow.
From contracting
No.
hepatitis.
Dust Devil ain't got no eyes.
Oh, okay.
I'm having such a bad time with that. What I would like to do is I have attacks, so I'm going to see if I have any water attacks. Can I summon Shadow? Go, Shadow!
Who is Shadow?
Use, go, Sir Roderick! Use Water Bunny or something.
What about
How exactly would you go about summoning him?
Gods I know.
I don't think he's a warlock, sir.
All right. Well, while you ponder how you're going to do this idea, the Dust Devil very quickly lashes back out at you and attempts to make another attack. Unfortunately, this attack does not hit. You're very quick on your feet today.
Doesn't he have a closet?
I got a good night's rest on my way down. Slept well.
Fortunately, you actually did not rest on your way down. Your adrenaline is what is keeping you awake.
Oh, God. I'm blind, by the way.
Why are you blind?
Like figuratively, because I just looked down at my desk at my phone and I found my D6.
Oh, okay, got you. I was gonna say there are at least there are candles within this room, so the room itself is lit well enough you can see.
Are you sure the Dust Devil didn't blow him out?
Yeah. Can I
The Dust
take
Devil
out
did not-
my? Can I take out John? Actually, can I take out John and swipe at the Dust Devil?
Sure. So explain to me how you take John out.
I pull him out. Wait, what is this? What's the name of this world that we're in?
The what?
Like, what's the name of the world that we're in?
The continent's name is, I believe it is Rololia.
By the power of Rola, I have the power. He-Man reference. Did I cut out?
A little bit, yes.
I did a He-Man reference. It's depressing.
Okay.
I said by the power of Rolia, I have the power.
Okay. All right. So how do you pull out John? He's on your back.
I grab him from my back.
One-handed? Are we grabbing it two-handed? What's happening?
I'm grabbing him two-handed, and that's what I mean by He-Man. I pull him out, and I have him just up in the air like He-Man would.
Okay. So interestingly enough, as you pull him out and say your very courageous statement, as your statement ends,
Sure.
you yourself feel John take over, and you are no longer now in control of your actions. You are now back sitting at the bottom of the small hill with John up at the top. But this time, John is holding a sword, and it is the same sword that you are holding. He's stanced in the same way that you are stanced. So roll a d20 and apply your constitution.
Regular? Because that would be a dirty 18.
Okay,
Both.
yeah, you would apply that. So dirty 18. So you're able to take a couple steps up towards John, up this hill, but you're only about a quarter of the way up the hill and able to reach him. Is there anything that you'd like to do at this point?
I'd like to shout up at John and tell him what the goal is. The name of the game that we're trying to do here.
All right. How does that go?
John! Listen! If you're gonna kill the thing, don't destroy any literature! Otherwise you and me are both And I cut out there.
No, you're good. as you cut out, all you hear is John just in a very deep boasting voice. It must die! At all costs, I must kill it to protect you!
Aw. Thanks, John.
Roll for strength.
Okay. There. We got a 12.
We got a 12. All right. Well, unfortunately, your attack does not land. When you swing, you see John swing down and through whatever it is. You don't see him fighting the Dust Devil. You simply just see him swing. And he swings all the way through and quickly prepares for another strike. But as he does that, there's a quick, sharp pain that you feel in your lower abdomen on the left side. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Says first.
Yeah. Your bladder is full.
You got to sleep, Dad.
A D4.
Dust devil fell asleep.
Oh, there's the D4. Okay.
All right. What is it?
3.
You say a 3?
3.
The Dust Devil's counterattack does 3 damage to you.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I would. What do you think I can do? I'm going to try to continue and get up to John.
Okay. So we're going to do the same. We're going to roll, and we're going to apply our Constitution.
Okay. $21.
21.
The
Dang.
day is going pretty well. It's going to end poorly.
Pretty well. So after feeling this pain, you feel a sense of urgency to get up a little bit closer to John. And you quickly make yourself further up this hill, but it feels like you're not making much progress at all. You are 3/4 of the way up, and you are a little closer to him, but you're not right next to him by any means. And you can see that he's preparing for another attack, and you know what's about to come after that attack.
John, try to dodge.
All John replies with is, "No, it must die. We fight like real men."
But if we die because we don't dodge, then we are little child.
We kill. That is how we survive.
Okay.
John swings again in the same downward diagonal motion, but on the opposite axis. Again, he goes all the way through, and you feel a sharp pain now in your right lower abdomen. Roll a d4 again.
2.
You've taken 2 damage this time. What would you like to do?
I'd like to continue running up to John and try to make it.
All right.
I want to try to give him my help.
One more d20 with Constitution.
That is a 17.
All right. So you were actually able to now make it all the way up, and you are now by John. You actually take one of your hands very quickly and grab him, kind of on the bicep tricep area. And as you do this, you kind of get a burst in your mind, and you're now actually able to see again what you were faced with originally before you pulled the sword out. You're not in control of the actions, but now you can see what's going on. And you can see that John has been wildly swinging, and this dust devil does not look like it has been hurt in any way other than where you threw the water and the hepatitis.
Is it poisoned by the hepatitis, like, at all?
Unfortunately not. You can definitely tell that the hepatitis water has affected it and hurt it in a way that is non-repairable, but you don't see any other lasting or progressive effects like a poison.
Well,
Doesn't come blood, so you can't get infected by hepatitis.
well, we should try.
I'm assuming. Does he have blood?
Wait.
Where?
I have a phaser cannon. Let me use the phaser cannon.
So,
I want to use that, but I can't. John!
What is it now? We must strike again!
Don't wildly swing, smash down, do a slice down.
If you say so, but it must be with all of our might.
Okay.
You prepare for your attack, but as you go for the wipe straight down the middle, the Dust Devil actually lunges at you. But being able to see this, you can potentially dodge. Go ahead and roll and apply athletics.
12.
12. So interestingly enough, and almost as if it was by instinct that you never knew you had, as the swipe comes from the Dust Devil, instead of reacting in a way where you step back, instead, you actually, with your foot, wrap it around John's and pull John's foot back out of the way. And you feel, while still holding onto his arm, and you can see, you feel your actual body shift out of the way of the swipe, and the swipe misses. You've discovered a way to control yourself while being uncontrolled.
I control myself while not controlling myself to control myself.
Oh, Sensei say smart things.
No, I say word to make funny.
All right. As you're fighting this Dust Devil, we're going to take a short break and slide back over. That way you can figure out some strategy.
There's no strategy.
Well, you do whatever you'd like to do.
I have no water. I am swinging at a Dust Devil.
Hey.
If anything, I'm surprised John doesn't have a lick of poison on him or something. I don't know.
Right? Who knows? We turn back to everybody who, those going to the Shiite shop have arrived. And Evan, interestingly enough, you've gotten curious, and a very friendly townsfolk, while shaking your hand and thanking you very much, asks you a very straightforward question. They lean into you in close, and they go, by any chance, do you know where your office is?
Nope.
That would make sense. You seem to be walking in a circle. If you need it, and if this is where you're headed, I'm not sure what your journey is today. That building right over there with all of the caution signs on it that are nailed there, that's your office. I'm not sure if they
Does
finished
it look
cleaning
like there's a crime scene?
There was. The last mayor was beheaded in there. And they weren't able to get all of the...
I'm not gonna be beheaded, am I?
I don't know. We didn't think the last one was. But best of luck! And they happily turn and walk off. So What would you all like to do?
Evan just kind of stares after them and then starts slowly walking towards the office.
Okay. All right. So as you slowly walk towards the office, those that are at and entering the Shiite shop are greeted with a multitude of new, interesting Shiite in the window as you all enter.
Can I do an investigation check or perception check on what's all in the window
Yeah,
as we're walking by?
Same.
yeah. Both those that want to investigate and window shop, feel free to do an investigation.
23.
Good gosh, what is your face up against the glass?
15 plus 8.
I got 13.
13.
So Roger, get your face off the glass. You're gonna smudge it.
Are you sure?
got a
Did you really
13.
hit your head? I'm still over here. Not up against the glass. Is your head okay?
Apparently not. I just thought that it was odd that you could see all that stuff. I could have swore your head was up against the glass. I
No.
thought Smith get there.
It's the carrots. As I'm eating a carrot, it's like the carrots are good for your eyes.
All right, so for those that rolled, you said you rolled a 13.
13.
For you all that rolled 13s, you are able to see a very interesting trumpet that is sitting in the window, as well
I want
as
that.
a golden apple.
You're not here,
There's
Clive.
also a sack that just looks like an old brown potato sack, as well as a net. Now, Bubba, in addition to all of those things, you also see a jar that is full, not of dirt, but of a very viscous and liquidy substance that seems to radiate a light almost from it.
Hmm.
You also notice a very interesting stone that seems to be paired with a few other stones as well.
Philosopher's Stone.
And then, before you decide to enter, your eyes lock on to an extremely large fish hook.
Huh.
What would y'all like?
I would like to go in and talk about those 3 items.
I want to look at the potatoes.
The potato sack. All right. So you guys all enter, and from the back comes not the same old man that you dealt with previously, but a very vigorous and excited young gentleman. Well, how we doing today? Welcome to the Shiite shop. We just got new Shiite. I hope you brought your coins. What can I help y'all with?
Hello, good sir. I saw a lovely jaw and a giant fish hook in the window. I was wondering if I could purchase.
Yeah, each of those would be 1 Shiite coin.
And then I also had a berserker battle axe I'd like to offer to sell.
Oh, a Berserker Battle Axe. We actually just sold one of those, I think it was a couple weeks ago. Definitely always a good thing to have. But we don't really mess with the weaponry side of things. Let me take a look at it and see if it's got any special qualities that might make it pure Shiite.
I'd like to pull it out and hand it to the man to examine it.
All right. So he goes ahead. He does a small examination. Ah. Do you know any background on this? Where you got it? How you got it? Anything?
I don't remember how I got it, honestly. It's been a while since I did acquire it, and it's It's been a long, it's been a long few. I think it's been at least a month.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, hey, some people know, some people don't. Let's see. I believe I can take it off of your hands. What kind of a price point are you looking for?
I'm not sure what it goes for. I've been kind of out of the weaponry side or like real selling side lately.
All right. Well, I'll give you 1 Shiite coin for it.
That'll work.
Sounds good. He hands you 1 Shiite coin, and he sets the axe down against the giant pile of Shiite. Did you want to go ahead and get those items, that jar and the fish hook?
Yeah, can you explain a little bit of what they are?
Oh, well, yeah. So that one there, that is a jar of, and you see him kind of lean down to his side, and he pulls out a very small little book, and he quickly flips, and you hear he's fiddling through, and he finally lands on something. He goes, yes, I forgot about that. Yes. So that is very, very rare. Do you cry, sir?
I don't, I haven't cried in a very long time.
Well, you should. It's a very good thing. It helps with the emotions. Anyways, those are tears, but not normal tears, hence the glowing. Those are the tears of a great Egyptian god they call Ra. Now, why would you want tears of Ra, you ask? I know you're thinking it. Have you ever heard the stories of Ra?
I have not.
Neither have I. But interestingly enough, I did test those, and when you take one out, and I will supply you a dropper for it, since it's kind of difficult. But if you take one tear and you drop that onto the ground, it will actually become a honeybee.
A honeybee, you say?
A honeybee. I don't make it up. I don't make the rules. I just sell the shite.
I understand that.
That's what it does. I don't know if you're trying to do a bee farm or anything like that, or you're into beekeeping. I know that's starting to become a big fad over here.
I'd like to give kind of a slight side eye to Nova and be like, have an idea for this.
All right. You still want that, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right. And then the giant fish hook. So a little backstory on that. We had a very, very large tattooed gentleman come in, and actually he sold that back to us about a couple days ago. And he said it just wasn't working for him. He wanted to take a new path in life, was how he phrased it. But interestingly enough, doing a little bit of a backstory check, that hook is not just for fishing. That hook is another.
I was gonna say, it looks a little too big for you go fishing with it.
All right, big fish. Hey, think about it. If you got to catch a whale, that's a hook you're going to use. But this is one that actually will allow you to slightly shape landscape. Have you ever heard of the Great Maui?
I've heard something of him.
I have too. I don't know him. That's apparently his fish hook. And unfortunately, I learned that when you accidentally tap it on the ground with some decent force, it can create a crack and a very small opening in the ground. So be very careful and make sure that nobody that you love is in front of you and accidentally tap that on the ground. You
Understandable.
see him get slightly teary-eyed as he finishes that sentence. And
You don't. I'm assuming you probably figured that out from experience.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, still want that?
Sure. I could probably find a use for it.
Yeah, best of luck. You gonna carry that around, or you got a place to put it?
I got a place to put it.
All right, whatever. All right, so it's unfortunately, well, no, I can. Okay, I'll do one Shiite coin apiece. How's that? So that'd be 2 total for the 2 items.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. You hand him the 2 Shiite coins, and he hands you the jar of Tears of Ra, as well as the Maui's fish hook. Miss Myra?
It's a wimpy.
It's indeed a wimpy. Miss Myra? Is there anything that you would like to do at this point?
I would like to grab the apple and the net and bring it over to the guy.
Ah. As you bring it over, he finishes up with Sir Roderick and sees you coming over with goodies, and his eyes kind of light up a little bit more as he sees another opportunity to make some money. And he goes, "Well, how are you, ma'am? You seems like you found some good things. What can I do for you?"
I was just wondering if you could give me some information on these 2 items.
Well, yeah. Well, that one there is an apple covered in gold. Have you heard the stories and the rumors about these so-called golden apples?
I have not, actually.
That's fine. I have not either. Supposedly, though, from what the person who gave them to me told me, is that they help replenish and fulfill your hunger desires to a point where, you know, if you were in peril, you would be able to muster the strength needed to finish and power through while healing wounds along the way. Again, that's what he told me. I have no proof of that.
Ah, okay.
Would you like to buy it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what's the? I see you have I believe it's a net. Is the other item here?
Yeah, a net.
All right. Let's see here. Let me grab my little book here. Oh, passed it. Ah. Let's see, is that got? Let me see. Can I see? It just there's a tag on it. Okay, that's that. Oh. Okay. Let's see. You found something quite interesting. I will say, ma'am. So this net here seems to be, as it's labeled here in my book, it seems to be a gentleman by the name of Ogun's net. And it seems that the best quality about it is that it is unbreakable. And do you want any backstory on this, or do you just want to know that?
You can if there's backstory, sure.
Okay. So this guy Ogun, apparently he fashioned this net, so that he could trap his wife and her lover, when they were in the act, so to speak, and he dragged them all the way to their king of the time for judgment. Maybe that's where the red stains come from.
Possibly.
That's all my backstory says. It doesn't give me any finish to that story. So would you still like it? It's unbreakable.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I believe you can definitely use it, and if you need to trap anyone in their lover, you know for a fact it works.
Okay.
All right. Is it just those 2 items that you need help with, ma'am?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Sounds good. Well, here, I'll go ahead. You have the items here. Let me take them off of your hands. If you can, do you by any chance have any Shiite coins?
Yeah, I have I have 2 shite coins.
Oh, perfect. I'll do 2 Shiite coins for the 2 items.
All right, and I hand them over.
All right. He kind of takes them and hands the items back to you. He goes, "You got anywhere to store them?" I know the net could be worn like a shawl, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I have a bag. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Perfect. Just want to check and make sure. Is there anything else I can help with today?
No, that's it for me.
All right. Awesome. Well, you 2 definitely found a couple good items here. What about you, ma'am? You seem to be looking around for a few things. Have you found anything that you're interested in, Ms. Boss Lady?
Yes, the potato sack looking thing. What is this?
Oh, the sack. That's something not many people ask about. I've actually had that for a couple weeks now. It is referred to as a kibissus. Apologize, I got the pronunciation wrong there. A kibissus.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you poke it?
Reach out and poke it.
You feel something hard but slightly squishy. And as you poke it, it kind of rolls. And you hear a very small little hiss.
What in the world is this thing?
How interested are you in it? We'll start there.
Well, it hissed at me, so I don't know how to feel about it. Is it alive?
Sort of, yes. But it's harmless. Unless used incorrectly. But it's very easy to use correctly.
How do you use it incorrectly?
Well, let me come over there and I'll give you a peek into the inside. That way you at least get an idea of what you're dealing with. And then we can talk a little bit more. He walks over and he very carefully kind of feels the outside, and you can see that he's almost like moving it around as if it's supposed to sit a certain way. He sets it and it almost sits flat, it looks like. And he goes, "Okay, all right, that should be okay. We should be safe." And he gets the top and he starts to undo the little cinch. And he doesn't undo it very much. And he beckons over to you and he goes, "Here you go, ma'am. Come here. Come take a look at this. And tell me what you see." Go ahead and roll for investigation.
18.
All right. When you take a look inside, you can make out the fact that this is actually a head. But the hair is not made or of normal hair characteristics. Instead, the hair are individual snakes. The gentleman looks at you and goes, "Do you know whose head that is?"
Medusa.
You're correct. So, Are you interested in a bag that contains Medusa's head?
Well, how do you use it incorrectly?
Take it out and look at it.
But I've looked at it while it's in the back, so does that mean that I've used it correctly?
No, not so much. You've not used it incorrectly. Do you know the legends and the stories of Medusa?
Yeah, if you look her in the eye,
Okay.
turn to stone.
Right. And by chance, did you look her in the eye when you looked down there?
I'm assuming no, because I'm not made of stone.
Well, what did you see?
I saw a head with snakes.
Yeah. Well, but what part of that head did you see?
Just the part with the hair.
Okay, so I'd say it's pretty safe that you didn't look her in the eye.
Okay.
So I think that solves your problem there and answers your question. You use it incorrectly when you look it in the eye.
Fair enough. Okay.
Now I will say it is something that does have what they call a cooldown. She don't turn a world into stone or anything like that. I believe the range is, I think it's 2. Can turn 2 people into stone for every day or 24-hour cycle.
And how far away?
Pretty much as long as you can get them to look at it. So I'd say probably anywhere from about, we'll say about 100 foot. It's a pretty deadly range.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like this could be handy, so I'll take it.
All right. And he kind of cinches it back up. And he kind of takes a look at the bag to make sure that there's no holes or tears in it or anything. See if he needs to give you a new sack. There are no holes or anything to that effect. And he goes, I'll set this right here. Is there anything else that you're looking at right now? Or anything else I can show you? Any questions?
I'm gonna keep browsing around. I'll let you know if I got any questions.
All right, sounds good. I'll make sure keep this here. If you want, you just want to give me the 1 Shiite coin for it.
Yeah.
Awesome, great. You guys go ahead and make that exchange. And as you're walking around, you do kind of walk back over to Sir Roderick as well as Enix, who are very happily putting their purchased items into their bags.
Nova,
Yes.
I have something. You know how you're running out of sheep, right?
Yeah.
We can become beekeepers. I have something that makes bees.
Ooh, bees.
Bees.
Bzzz.
I got Medusa's head.
Wait, what?
I got Medusa's head.
What?
So wait, you have Medusa's head. She has Pandora's box. Oh no.
I hold up the bag.
What are we gonna become?
Undefeatable.
I got this nice little fish hook. That's
That's
why
cool.
I say little, but it's actually pretty big.
What the child?
Are you okay, Wimpy?
Right.
Can I do a investigation check from inside the shop to see if there's anything else that I might find useful?
Yeah.
I got 7 more coins.
You do indeed.
The
I have no
17
more coins.
plus.
Maybe you can bribe some off of them.
It's a 25.
25. Good gosh.
I know.
No, that's great.
Well, I have if I need to do anything with animal handling, I have a plus 11.
Well, this isn't animal handling.
But my perception is plus 9. My investigation is plus 8. Plus 6s,
Okay.
plus 4s, plus 5s.
Very nice. There you go. Stacking. I like it. So you do notice that there are quite a few different things that are around that you haven't noticed as you get further in. You do notice that there is a very very old looking, like made with reeds, like a hamper container. And in addition to this, there is another jar of liquid. This time it is of a more bluish nature and contains the same glowing effect as you had seen with the Tears of Ra. You also see a interesting little small hammer, and it almost looks as if it was meant for a not a dwarf but more of a gnome, a very very small individual.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about this hammer and this other jar of blue liquid?
Well, which would you like to know about first?
How about the hammer?
Okay. So that hammer, pick it up for me if you don't mind. And it is a little ball hammer, so it's got two little rounded ends to it.
I'd like to try picking it up.
All right, so go ahead and make a strength check.
Yep, I knew it. And a 11 plus 3, 14.
14. So interestingly enough, when you pick it up, this hammer is extremely light. It almost feels like air. See, what you have there is probably undoubtedly the best hammer in all of Rololia. At least that's what the guy that sold it to me told me.
Was it by chance a gnome that sold it to you?
No.
No?
Interestingly,
Wow.
no. No, it was
It seems about that size of like a gnome for a gnome.
You would think so. Well, he told me he didn't use it very often, but when he did, he never had any problems with it, and it seemed to always do the job that needed to get done. So let me see here, and he grabs his little book and he flips through, and he arrives at a specific page, and you see him reading a little bit more, and he goes, "Ah, that's what it was. I couldn't remember exactly what it was." But the respective name, and feel free to call it whatever you like, but the respective name for it is the Ushide no Kozushi, and it is a legendary magic hammer, and probably what allowed the success of the previous owner is the fact that it can actually tap out anything and fix any armor or any of that. It does have, again, a small cooldown, and that is that you can actually repair 2 items to full capacity over the course of a 24-hour period of time. I do believe that you can do multiple different pieces, just not to that full 100% and stretch it out. So think of it as it has 200% usability in 24 hours, and you can use that as you see fit.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. So I take it you want to go for it?
I will.
All right. That'll be a little bit more expensive due to its nature, so that's actually going to cost 2 Shiite coins. Is that all right?
That is all right.
Sounds good. Let's see. And then you were also interested in the other jar of liquid. You're a liquid connoisseur, aren't you?
I've been told it might be holy water. I have some jars of holy water on me, so I've been told I'm kind of one of those guys. You don't by chance need any dillweed, do you?
No.
Oh yeah. Not very
Fortunately,
many
you could try the
people.
Piggly Wiggly though. Dillweed's a pretty good seasoning. You could try them. But how many things of holy water you got? My holy water supply is running a little low.
I think I got 10 at least.
Well, if you don't mind, I can get you obviously information about this item, but I can make a kind of small trade And I can get you the item. I can sell to you for like 1 Shiite coin, and then 2 or 3 of those holy water bottles. That way, I got a little bit more to stretch me till my next shipment comes in.
I could do that.
All right, let's see here. Now, this jar, and he picks the jar up and he kind of shakes it a little bit. He goes, "This jar is a little different than that other jar. This isn't tears. This is actually dew that was collected from a specific tree way off in a different land. And this particular dew is actually sustenance in its entirety for those who drink it. Similar to the golden apple, it will satiate your hunger, and it won't boost your abilities or anything to that effect. It won't so much heal all of your wounds, but you will be able to, in a pinch, take a drop of dew, and you no longer feel hungry or any of that matter while you're, say, out adventuring or down in a dungeon. So that seems to be its best use.
Which is understandable.
Always good to take a little drop of water. Again, it's a drop. So I'll give you a dropper as well. Well, actually, you can use the same dropper as, well, actually, I'll give you a new dropper. You probably don't want to be mixing the 2 droppers. Next thing you know, you'd be dropping a drop into your mouth and a bee will come out. You don't want that.
Yeah, it might not be the greatest.
Probably not. But yeah, so just like that, we'll do the 3 holy water and 1 Shiite coin for that, if you're all right.
All right.
Perfect. You guys go ahead and go through with the trade. And as you finish that trade, he does quickly kind of turn back over to Nova and goes, "You doing all right, ma'am? You find anything else?"
No, good.
You're good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sounds good. Is there anything else that you need help with, ma'am? Did you have any other questions, Miss Myra?
Nope. I have no coins to buy anything with, so I am not gonna try to look at anything.
All right. Well, I gotta say, these people got some good things. You got a couple good things here, but since you guys have been so good and you guys have bought so much from me, I'm gonna throw in one more item. I'll give it to you because he's got so much stuff already. You look like someone that might need something. And he walks back into the back and he grabs a folded up, almost looked like a shirt. But the way it's folded, you can't tell if it's a shirt or if it's a tunic or something to that effect. And he puts it, interestingly enough, into a kind of brown potato sack bag. And he comes over and he goes, "Now, don't put this on, but this can be very beneficial when used correctly. What this is the shirt of Nessus." Do you know who Nessus is?
No.
I actually know about Nessus.
Oh, that's a change.
Yeah, surprising. I do know some things. So this shirt, Nessus was a high quality tailor back in the mythological days. And he was so fed up with seeing the great god Hercules, or demigod, I guess, realistically, because he was down walking around with the humans, all that different stuff. But he was fed up with him. He had better looks. He got the girl that Nessus wanted. He was mad, and so he fashioned up a shirt And it took him a long time to do this because what he did is he made the shirt poisoned. And it's not poison that wears off in a day. It's not poison that wears off in a week, in a month. It's woven magically into the fibers. And anyone that wears that shirt will be dead within the hour. So if you ever run across someone you don't like, but you don't necessarily want to, straight out the gate with your own hand, offer them this and wait an hour. See?
Interesting.
Strategic. So go ahead. Here. You take that. You look like you could definitely use it.
Much obliged, good sir.
You're more than welcome. And with that, is there anything else? I believe so Roderick still has some coins. Do you want to spend all of your coins?
Nope, I'm gonna wait.
Okay, sounds good. So what would you guys like to do at this point?
What do y'all like to do? I know.
I'm gonna ask these guys if there's any place to like get some quests or something.
There is. If we go over to the Adventurers Guild, there is a quest board, but I think you might. You've been exploring, so I might assume you have an Adventurers card.
Do I?
I'll flip a coin.
Okay.
You don't have a coin, I have one.
I have one, yeah.
Okay.
I got a heads.
You have an adventurer's license.
Let's go.
And it's not your standard. It's one that does allow you to get into restricted areas as well.
Interesting. Okay. Then yes, I do have a one of those things, yeah.
Then you should have no problem getting a quest from the owner of the Adventurers Guild.
And where would that be?
If I remember correctly, you go out here, you take a left at Lucy's, I believe, and go down.
Lucy's. Is there a sign that says Lucy's?
Can I do a history check and see if there's a sign that says Lucy's? Or
Sure.
if what I'm saying is correct?
Sure.
History.
I enjoy the fact that he's talking as if you know where everything is.
Sorry, I don't have the map like open. It's a 7 plus 5, 13. No, 12. 12.
12.
I can math today. No, I can't.
So you think there's a sign, but you're not 100% sure. So you decide instead to show her where the Adventurers Guild is by walking her there.
You coming, Miss Nova?
Miss Nova very sleepily nods and goes, yeah, as she's putting her bag into her sack.
I guess we
You
walk
guys head
to
on?
the Adventurers Guild.
Yep. You guys walk on to the Adventurers Guild. I will slide back on over to Quinn, who is still facing off with the Dust Devil. Unless he's fallen asleep as well.
He might have.
He might have. I know Boss Lady is quite literally almost sleeping in her chair.
Now we can slide over into Caitlin until he's ready.
Yeah. Are you able to talk, Wimpy? I know you were dealing with.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I know you were dealing with mic issues.
I'm just on my phone.
I got you. Okay. So interestingly enough, you awake back in the salty spittoon, and as you come out into the main hall, there is almost not a soul in there. All you see is Tom at the bar, and he's just cleaning a glass, and he greets you with well, good morning, sleepyhead. All the other ones they done went about their day. How are you doing this morning? I guess afternoon at this point.
Long day yesterday, Tom.
I can understand that. And as he says that, he slams a mug full of mead onto the counter, as well as a very fresh cooked steak. And goes, well, I figured you might be getting up soon. And I went ahead and prepared you a good morning snack. If this is what you like, if you want something else, I can easily make that for you as well.
You're a good man, Tom. And I sit down at the bar and I take a swig of mead and pick up utensils to start eating the steak.
There you go. Well, there was some crazy stuff that went on. I wouldn't have struck that little Ender boy as the new mayor. You think he's gonna be successful?
I highly doubt that. He doesn't seem to know his way around his toes.
You ain't wrong there. I came out this morning. He was up on a chandelier because he was scared at one of the other adventurers in that group, in your group. So yeah, I'd say he probably got a lot to learn, but I don't know. There's just something about him kind of make you feel safe. You ever feel that?
No.
Oh, maybe it's a me thing then. I don't know.
No, as a matter of fact, I literally have a tracker on him because I feel like he's likely to get himself killed.
Oh, well, where is he at now?
And pull out the thing that tracks him, and I look at the screen to check.
And it shows that he is in town, and he is in a building that is across from the not the Adventurers Guild, but in that direction. You aren't able to pinpoint the exact location, landmark wise, but it's over in that kind of area.
And so I just kind of show Tom the map on the device.
Oh, wow! That is one fancy tool right there. Holy smokes! That little blinky dot's him?
Yep.
Dang. You ain't got one of them on me, do you?
Nah, just on Babyface.
All right. Well, that'll come in mighty handy if you ever get lost and need to find him for sure. Wow.
Yeah, well, I'm more concerned about him getting lost. He has the tendency to disappear at random times.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I do be finding him in different weird positions that I don't understand how he gets to. You think that's anything about dealing with his, I guess, background or whatever Ender people he's from?
I honestly have no idea. But whatever it is, it's annoying as shit.
Yeah, I can understand it. I apologize there for about the sneeze. I got to do a little bit of dusting. Well, you go on, enjoy your meal, wake on up. Again, let me know if I need to do anything. And I'm actually going to go ahead and get to that dusting right now.
Alrighty, Tom. Thank you.
He goes off and walks into the back and comes out with a rather big feather duster. Starts kind of dusting things around, and every now and again, you hear him let out a little sneeze. And my goodness, What would you like to do at this point?
I'll just finish eating and drinking my mead and then go ahead and decide to head towards the Adventurers Guild.
All right. So after you finish your food, you're able to head on out. Go ahead and roll for perception.
Alrighty. I have a +9 in perception now, by the way.
I could understand
And I
it.
have advantage.
Uh-huh.
So that's a 26.
Very nice. So as you come outside, the sun does not hurt your eyes. They adjust very easily. And as you're walking down towards the Adventurers Guild, you do actually notice Sir Roderick walking with Miss Enix. And they seem to be going in the same direction. And all of you kind of arrive about at the same time in front of the Adventurers Guild.
I'd like to go ahead and kind of ignore them and walk inside.
All right. Sounds good. So as you enter, you do actually pick up on the fact that there aren't as many adventurers around as the last time that you were in, and the only staff, quote unquote, is the bartender.
I'll walk up to the bartender. Hey, where's the lady that we talked to about quests?
Well, good ma'am, she's currently out on her own quest. Unfortunately, the Behir that you had turned back in had to be taken care of. It started taking out way too many of the adventurers, and had to have something done. So she's actually out taking care of that right now. I think she left a couple days ago. So if we
A
don't,
couple days ago and she's not back yet?
I was about to say, if we don't see her back or have any type of a communication come in by about midday tomorrow, then we'll be sending a search party out, because that obviously means it ain't something good, since it's probably only about, who knows, a 1-day job, something to that effect.
That sounds concerning. Did you up the bounty for the Behir?
Not that I know
mean,
of.
since when I accepted the quest, it was an unknown creature. That I came back and reported that it was a Behir.
Yeah, to my knowledge, I don't think we changed it. So I think it's still the same. Plus, she went after it.
Gold.
So. Yeah, it's still 10,000. Yeah, but I think that's if somebody other than her takes it out. I don't think she gets paid for the 10,000, since she's the one that would be paying. If you catch my drift.
I gotcha. Well, would there be an additional reward if it turned out that she was in a pickle and I showed up and managed to help her out?
She is the head of the Adventurers Guild here. I can't guarantee that there'd be any bonus, but I would like to think if she was in a pickle and somebody were to come and save her, that she would very kindly thank them in a way that could be potentially monetary. But again, there's no guarantee. I'm just the bartender. They tell me what to pay you, and I pay you.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt. Could always make a friend too.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and turn to walk out of the Adventurers Guild.
All right. Now, as you're exiting, you do actually interact and come across with Enix and Sir Roderick as you're exiting.
Hey, Carrots, feel like hunting a Behir with me? Carrots.
You're talking about that thing you ran away from?
Well, we've gotten a lot stronger at this point.
I mean, I do got a lot of stuff I can use to help us have possible advantage on it. I mean, Miss Enix, are you good, or would you want to join us, or what?
If you're going after Bahir, I'm gonna stay right here.
I mean, the more the merrier.
You seem like you're a lot more stronger than I am. So no.
All right. Well, if you go in here and go talk to, well, you can go check the board and I guess grab one, or you can go talk to, I guess, the leader or someone in there.
The guild leader's not in. She went after the Bahir and been gone for a few days.
Is that why you're wanting to go after the Bahir?
Well, because she's been gone for a few days and I haven't heard from her, then she could potentially be in danger or dead.
Is the guild leader, who's normally stronger than all the adventurers, hasn't returned, but you want us to go fight the thing that they're fighting?
Look, it's 10,000 gold, man.
You turned away it for 10,000 gold.
Yeah, because I was a lot lower in strength.
Alright, fine. We'll do it. Why not?
Okay.
As I bite another carrot.
Alright. So Roderick has agreed to go help Caitlin?
Yes.
Miss Enix, what would you like to do?
I would like to go over to this board that they've been talking about and see what's on it.
Yep. So, in addition to the front of the Adventurers Guild being full of bounties and quests of all sorts, as you guys actually enter in and have your exchange with Caitlin, there is a smaller board that's inside, and a few selective quests are posted on there. Go ahead and roll a d20, and let's see what you get.
I got a 12.
A 12. So interestingly enough, one particular quest catches your eye in a very peculiar way. And the quest reads, a pseudo-dragon free to a good home. Includes a used set of protective equipment, is very friendly, and makes a great familiar. Come see Abra the Red for more information and to see if you are the home that we want to provide our dragon with. Another one of the quests that pique your interest is a reward is offered for the discovery of the source of the Ohark River. Map makers will pay for protection on their journey, and you can inquire with Hargan, who is your friendly map maker, located behind the Shiite shop.
What was the name again? Sorry.
Hargan, and the river's the Ohark River.
Gotcha.
And map makers are paying for protection on their journey.
Gotcha.
The third and final one strikes you with an odd bit of curiosity and leaves you with a little face. And this one reads, wanted, wildlife expert with knowledge of forest giant mating habits. See Zappo for more details. What would you like to do?
Well, since the only place I actually have the location of is the quest of the Ohark River, so I'm gonna head towards where I just came back from.
Okay. All right. So as you guys head on
Am I
out,
still at the bounty board? Or
you
in
are
that
near
area?
it. Yeah.
I was wanting to check and see if there's any quests about like the meteorite or there's anything else.
Well, you still have, if I'm not mistaken, you still have the flyer for
I
the meteorite
think
one.
so.
So as you look, there's nothing on the
I
inner.
don't have the flyer for the meteorite. I have a napkin that somebody wrote down stuff for.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you got one from the
I thought he ripped it off of the front of the
Oh, I might
adventure
have.
book. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I did.
So well, you have that. But as you check the wall, it does seem like somebody has replaced the quest for it, and again is requesting for help at the meteorite um, site. But this time, instead of discovering it, the quest is now asking for protection as they collect and mine this meteorite. And they ask for only adventurers level 5 or above to apply and meet us west of Namenkop.
Miss Caitlin, do you remember which direction the cave is?
You can roll for history.
Okay. Let's see here. History. I got a 19.
All right. So I believe it was east.
Yes. I believe it's east.
Alright. This quest will have to wait till another day.
Alright.
So Roderick, you also actually find that there is another quest that is on the board that kind of piques your interest, and it speaks of spell components needed. Specific dust from caves, as well as mushrooms collected out of Bahir feces. 1,000 coin bounty, or quest, I should say, reward, so to speak. And to see the butler, or not the butler, I apologize, the bartender, to confirm.
Confirm mean go now or after?
Confirm meaning that you will take that quest.
Oh, okay. Let me run inside real quick, Miss Caitlin. Make sure you're ready to go, and then I'll be right with you. Then we can leave.
Alrighty.
All right. So you're actually already kind of inside. She's working her way outside. I take it you're grabbing what are you doing, Sir Roderick?
I'll grab it and be like, walk up to him and be like, I'm gonna go help with, I guess, a kill a Bahir, and I saw this quest on the board.
Oh, yes. Actually, a very good pair. Yes, she was looking for the head of the Adventurer Guild here, and seems like she's going to go potentially rescue her. We're not really too sure, but yes, that would be phenomenal since it's very difficult to find Bahir feces, especially trying to find mushrooms growing out of them. So I wish you the best. And in terms of what they refer to as this cave dust, you should see and find some sparkly rocks around that look different from standard rocks. If you'll just take those and bust them up or you could even bring them back whole, and that will suffice. But just return to me. It's my personal quest. It's a couple things that I need for. Well, I'd rather not say.
I have a
I
feeling I know what you're talking about.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm a debate on doing this, and I'll get back to you when we come back.
Sounds good. All right, so you go ahead and take the quest and pop it into your pocket, or however you're holding and containing your quests and tracking them. And as you all begin to head on out, we'll slide back over to Quinn if he is awake. If not, we'll slide over to TJ.
Ew.
Hill. Quinn, are you awake? All right, TJ, you find yourself in front of the mayor's building house, and there's some signs that say caution in front of you. What would you like to do?
I like to look around.
Okay, so go ahead and do a perception check.
I got a 15 in total.
Okay, are we looking for anything in particular?
Looking to see if there's anything of importance.
Okay, interesting. So as you look around, you do notice that at the base of the door, it does look like the plane that the door sits on is a little different. There's a small gap. Also, you notice that the front door actually doesn't seem to be locked and is actually slightly opened already. Also appears that the lock on that door is no longer working, and the door hinge seems to be slightly broken, so to speak. But as you enter, you do get a not so pleasant whiff of odor, but everything seems to be in decent order. Your chairs are all set up, your desk is there. The windows on one side of the actual main room are actually in very good condition. And there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of cautionable information to be seen. Or material, actually, probably is a better way to say it.
I like to look through. Is there a cabinet or anything that would contain like documents or something?
Yeah, there is actually.
I would like to go over and look inside of it for
All
any
right.
important papers.
So go ahead and make an investigation check.
I got a 12.
Okay. So as you start looking around, you see that there are building plans, there are blueprints for Namen Cop, there are different areas that describe, what is allowed to be sold, what happens in terms of capital punishment type thing or disciplinary actions. And go ahead and roll for history.
16.
Cool. So you're actually able to find kind of the history book of Namenkop. And it looks like the last mayor was the mayor for roughly about 10 years. And before that,
Pretty good mayor.
yeah, before that, it seems like they went through mayors just about every 3 months before that. So, with this information, you begin to understand why the townspeople might be clinging on to you a little harder than what would be expected of a new mayor, at least.
Evan takes the is it a paper or is it like a book?
It's a paper-bound book.
He takes the book with him.
Okay.
Is there
Perfect.
anything else around that he would potentially take?
So we'll go ahead and we'll do another investigation roll.
Okay. I got a 4 plus 1, so 5.
Interesting. So it looks like all you're able to find is a pen on the desk, which seems very out of place.
I would like to pick up the pen.
All right. So you go ahead and pick up the pen. It feels like a normal pen. Is there anything you'd like to do with this pen?
I'd like to put it in my pocket.
Okay. You want to see if it works?
Sure.
Be no sense if you put a pen that doesn't work in your pocket.
You don't know me very well.
Fair enough. All right. So it turns out there's a small nearby piece of paper or scrap. It is one of the clicky styles. So you clicked. So go ahead and roll a d4.
I got a 2.
Got a 2. So as you click, you feel a very intense shock roll through your thumb. And this does disturb you. And you quickly drop the pen and actually teleport a small distance away as if you had been injured. You haven't, but you definitely feel the shock, and the pen still sits now on the desk.
Bad pen. Bad pen.
What would you like to do?
I would like to leave the pen there.
Okay. The pen has been left there.
Can I go to the shite shop?
You can indeed. And as you enter into the Shiite shop, you are greeted by a rather young gentleman. Well, hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Doing well.
That's awesome. Always good to see our new mayor out and about. What can I do for you today?
I'm looking for some items. Potentially
Some
buy.
items.
I was wondering if you by chance had some sort of water resistance sort of thing.
Water resistance. That's tough to come by.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's very, very tough to come by. Let's see here. Let me see. Well, I gotta say, Oh, I have these. And he walks over into the back. and he comes back out with two very long, what appeared to be boots. And he tells you, this is about as best as I got for you. And I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but they definitely do the job. So hopefully you'll enjoy these. And upon further investigation, they do indeed look like, let's see here, if I can get here. They do look like they would be waterproof. Let me get this real quick, like, is this what I want to do? No, it's not that. Oh, there we go. That's what I do. Boop. All right. Adventure journal. They don't cover you fully, but if you're walking through a stream or something like that, they'll definitely take good care of you. They look like there's something that you want.
Yeah, I'll take them.
All right. Well, I gotta say, normally there are a couple Shiite coins, but you're the mayor, so I cut that deal in half. How's about one Shiite coin?
You can do one Shiite coin.
All right.
I give him a Shiite coin.
Perfect. He hands you over the waders. And while wearing these waders, you will be waterproof from the waist down.
Peace.
Anything else I can help you with, Mayor? Were you looking for anything in particular?
He kind of thinks for a minute, putting his hand to his chin. I don't quite know. I don't think I'm looking for anything specific. I might look around.
Okay, well, may I ask a question?
Sure.
Do you enjoy a good song?
Yes.
And do you find yourself lacking in your battles, weaponry wise?
I could always use more weapons, especially if they have something to do with music.
Oh, well, I might have exactly what you're looking for. You got another Shiite corner too?
I have two, actually.
Oh, perfect. This one will probably only take one because I give you the same deal, and then you can hold on to one for later because I don't know if I got a whole lot else for you. But I typically don't deal with weaponry, but I had a guy come in, and it was just too good of a deal to let pass by. This right here, as he takes you over to a display rack of a very majestic styled what they call a scimitar sword. This is what they call the sword of Conair Mor.
Sounds fancy.
Very fancy. It's very fancy. Do you know, by any chance, who Conair Mor is?
Sounds French. Or Elven.
Yeah. Elvin is definitely somewhere close. I don't know too much his true background. I do know that he was a extremely famous. What is the word that I'm looking for? Conqueror. That's it. He was an extremely successful conqueror back in the Third Dynasty. And he was always known for his sword. For when it began and entered into the battle, throughout the battle, it would sing.
Ooh.
And it began to terrify its enemies to a point where later in his campaign, just the sound of his sword singing would send his enemies running for the hills. And he conquered majority of the lands. Unfortunately, here in Rololia, we did not have to suffer his wrath, and he could not find us. So I have no way of knowing what that sound or the song sounds like. Quite the
I'll
tale,
take
yeah?
it.
Take it?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe I can dance to the song.
Hey. Maybe. That'd be quite the spectacle, I must say. And he hands
Hand him a
you
shite coin.
the sword in return for the shite coin. And if you're wondering what this looks like,
I am. Highly.
it will look like that.
Yo.
Yes.
Can I go? Where did the others go?
So Roderick, well, actually, you don't necessarily know at this point. So as you exit the Shiite shop, go ahead and roll for perception.
You got a 19 in total.
19 in total. So unfortunately, even with your keen eyes, you're unable to make out or find anybody that you recognize within the area. Is there anywhere that you would like to try and explore?
I guess I'll head to the I guess I'll head to the main gate.
Okay. Are we doing north, south, east, or west? Well, actually, it's just north. No, yeah, north, south, east, west.
Brain's not remembering where the heck I need to go. I guess I'll go to the. Oh wait, south.
Okay.
I remember correctly. I need to go southeast. No, north, because it's the top right of the map.
Okay. Yep. All right. So you go ahead and head on out to the northeast, or I should say the north gate. And I will say that, unfortunately, at that point, and at this point, we will fade out of the mist.
I knew it.